Hey guys, it's Jordan. Thank you for coming back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a guide to everything pen pal related. I'm going to answer all of your questions from how to find a pen pal, to what to send them, how often to send letters to them, everything you want to know I'm going to try to answer in this video. And I just wanted to let you know that this video is sponsored by Squarespace. You guys know they've sponsored some of my videos in the past and I love them so much. Squarespace is the perfect place to go if you need to create a website, a domain, or even an online store. And I will have a link down below, or you can use my code JordanClark to try them free for 14 days and then get 10% off your first purchase with them. And at the end of this video, I'll tell you a little bit more about them. But for now, let's get into the pen pal tips. So the first question is, how do you find a pen pal? I personally found all of my pen pals through blogging or through YouTube. So these are people that I kind of became internet friends with, and then we decided to swap letters. And I like doing it that way because then I'm not exchanging letters with a stranger and it just doesn't feel as weird. So my recommendation to you to find pen pals is to reach out to people that you might follow on Instagram or YouTube and see if they would be interested in exchanging letters. There's a hashtag on Instagram, I believe it's hashtag #penpalwanted, so you can go on there to search for people who are seeking pen pals. And also, I'm not on Facebook, but I believe there's Facebook groups for finding pen pals, and that's a great way to be able to connect with somebody before you actually send letters, because it can be weird to just reach out to some stranger on the internet and ask to send letters. So I would recommend trying to become friends with somebody or get to know them before you send letters. It's really important to stay safe while you're doing this, so it's probably best if you get a P.O. box. That way you don't have to share your real address with anybody online, because you never know if somebody's actually who they say they are. So just to be safe, use a P.O. box and don't share any of your personal information. And on the same note, if you're younger, make sure you ask your parents before you share any of your info with somebody online. So next, how often should you send letters? This is really up to your personal preference and the person that you're swapping letters with. You can talk about this with them before you start sending letters and decide on a timeline if you want, or just kind of go with the flow and see how it goes. I think the courteous thing would be to reply within 2 to 3 weeks of receiving a letter, because you don't expect somebody to reply to you the day that they receive your letter. So it's nice to have a couple weeks to think about what you want to send to them, think about what you want to write in the letter, or gather together some cute little things to mail in your letter. And if you find yourself in a really busy time of your life, just reach out to the person you're swapping letters with and let them know, hey, I won't be able to reply for the next few weeks, but I will make sure to send you a letter as soon as I can. So the third question is, what should you write about? When I'm writing to a new pen pal, I like to tell them a little bit about myself, like what I studied in school, where I live, things that I like to do, my favorite books, music. Think about if you met somebody in real life and what you would ask them to get to know them. I like asking people what their favorite music is, what their hobbies are, even little things like their favorite food or favorite color, something like that. It's just fun to know little facts about people. So tell them those things about yourself and then ask them the same thing about them. And then once you get to know them a little bit and you've swapped a few letters, then you can just start telling them like about your week, or if you have a fun trip planned, you can tell them all about that, or even talking about what dreams you have for the future or some new skill you really want to learn. It's like you're sitting with your friend and chatting, except you're just writing it all down on a letter. So just have fun with it and don't let it stress you out too much. Now, what should you send in your letter? Again, this is up to you and the person you're swapping letters with. So you can talk about it with them before you start sending letters and see if they just want to send just a letter and nothing else, or if you want to make it a little more elaborate and send some little fun things. It's up to you guys. I personally like to, of course, include a letter, and then I like to add some other little fun stationery bits or postcards, stickers, things like that. So I'll just go through my craft supplies and I'll see what I have that I think they would like. I love picking up postcards from places I've traveled to and sending those to my pen pals. I love adding washi tape samples of some of my favorite washi tapes I've collected. I also have a few vintage books that I've picked up from thrift stores, and I like sending some of the illustrations or like old book pages just so they have like some little stationery things they can add to their journal or something. You can send whatever you want, and I actually have quite a few videos on here and a bunch of blog posts I've done in the past of ideas of things to send your pen pals or little things you can make for your pen pals. So I will have all those linked down below if you want to go check that out and get some ideas for what to send. And the last question is, how do you pick a theme for your letter? So you don't necessarily have to pick a theme for your letter. You can send whatever you want. It doesn't have to match, and that's totally okay. But sometimes it is fun to put together a cute little curated letter. So if you want to do that, I like to choose a color theme to start out with, and then that usually helps me decide what else to add to the letter. Right now it's autumn, so you might be choosing some like rusty orange or golden yellow colors, and then the things that you choose to send with the letter can go with that theme. So you can make it seasonal, you can make it go with holidays, you can just choose a random theme. It doesn't have to match the time of the year. It's up to you. I also love going through Pinterest to look for mail ideas because there's so many cute things on there that people have done. And I will link my Pinterest board specifically for mail, and you can go there and get a ton of inspiration from people all over the internet. And I just wanted to mention Squarespace since they are sponsoring this video. I have loved my experience with Squarespace. I've been using them for several years now for my photography and design portfolio website, and it was so easy to create this website. I don't have any web design skills, but I was able to just use their customizable templates to build the website. And also, even though they are super easy to use, if you do run into any issues, they have great customer service. So Squarespace is just all around a great company, and it's my favorite place to go for building websites. And once again, if you want to try them out, you can follow my link, or you can use the code Jordan Clark and try them free for 14 days and then get 10% off your first purchase. I really do love Squarespace, and I hope that if you try them out, you have a great experience with them too. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. I tried to answer everything I thought you might be wondering about writing letters, but if I missed anything, feel free to leave me a comment down below and I'll do my best to get back to you. And one more thing, I want to say thank you so much for 200,000 subscribers. I can't even believe it. It's crazy. You guys are the best, and I want you to know how grateful I am for all of your comments that you leave me, all the love you send me, seeing all your photos on Instagram of projects you've recreated. You guys are so inspiring, and you bring so much joy into my life, and thank you so much for that. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I hope you have fun making pen pal letters. I'll see you guys in my next video.
Sometimes I think that I wish you'd say, come back to Nashville, but me, come back to me.